Well, good morning to the tubes. Just getting ready to head off to work. I'm putting in some luxury vinyl flooring, if any of you are familiar. And last night I ran 2 rescue calls or something like that, and on the one call I left like maybe 10:30 last night. And it was raining a little bit. Storm was blowing in. Barrels were a little better than 3/4 of the way full, and came back and they were darn near full. Then I left again last night at about 3:30 or so, 3 o'clock, 3:30, somewhere in there, and it had stormed incredibly hard. Had pretty much a downpour, and on top of the downpour, it was windier than all heck out. I know we get a lot of rain when I see the puddle form between the houses. But when I left on that second rescue call, I realized there was more than one tragedy going on in town that night. That is when I realized that my rain barrel collector was not in good shape after it had just filled itself all the way up. Came out and did some investigation to determine the cause of the problem, and one of my support blocks that was underneath the entire structure, the whole front of it actually gave way and down came the barrels. It's very unfortunate, but I guess when you do the math, you figure they're 55-gallon drums and there's a little bit of headspace in them. So they're probably pushing a little bit more than that. Plus you've got quite a bit of PVC and stuff in them. So there's quite a bit of water storage. And if you do the math, water is not a light substance. Somewhere in the realm of like 8 pounds a gallon, which at 250 gallons out there, that would be 1 ton or 2,000 pounds worth of water in weight. So the structure that I built looks like it was doing fine of carrying the load straight down onto those blocks, but when one of the blocks gave way and broke, well, then that ended poorly for the rest of the system. So I guess I have a project on my hands again. Got to do a little bit of thinking to figure out exactly how I want to fix it. Just looking at it right now, I'm thinking that maybe instead of those little support blocks, I might dig in. Maybe I'll take like sono tubes for decks, and I might cut them in half and pour the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd need 4 sono tubes at 2 feet deep. Fill them all with concrete in the ground, and set the whole structure on the concrete, and then maybe go as far as actually mounting the structure to the concrete. Just a little irritating. We had a light mist most of the weekend. I was really anxious for it to rain because I wanted to come outside and see how the overflow is working. Didn't get that opportunity. Then last night, it stormed really good, and I knew with how hard it was storming out, I knew it wouldn't be long before the barrels were full. It was coming down in buckets, so the last, quarter of the way to fill those, I knew wouldn't take a lot. And then, like I said, once she reached her full capacity and we had our 250-ish gallons of stored water, then she let way. So I don't know, I've been kind of back and forth. Part of me wants to rebuild that system, and part of me is kind of thinking about going to maybe an IBC tote. I can find them right now on Craigslist, pretty gently used for $75 or so, which if I could get them on Craigslist at $75, I'd probably buy maybe 2 of them to start this year. And that would, triple my water storage from 220 gallons up to 660 if you get the big totes. So, not exactly sure what I'm going to do there, but just wanted to give a quick update. I am going to go ahead and make my way up to the hardware store, home improvement store, big box store, whatever you want to call it, and get some supplies for today while I've got a little bit of sunshine. It's supposed to rain again, so I want to go get the subfloor that I need, throw that up on the rack, and get rolling right away. Get that stuff inside before it rains again this afternoon. So just wanted to give a quick update, and I will talk to you guys maybe later tonight, if not tomorrow. Take it easy.